Right, now we're going to look at the second part of exercise 12.1, and we're looking at questions 8 to about, I think it was 13. Okay, now, much like yesterday, we pretty much need to know, we need to identify which two variables we're being given out of speed, and distance and time, and which one of those three we have to calculate. Okay, now the difference with today's questions is that sometimes you're going to need to do conversions, particularly with distance and time, because for most of the questions we need our distance in kilometres and our time in hours. Okay, there's a couple of questions where it's metres per second as well. Okay, so we may need to convert minutes to hours or hours to minutes, okay, in which case if we're going to convert minutes into hours, we divide by 60, and if we're converting hours into minutes, we multiply by 60. Okay, and again, we should remember from earlier in the year, if we are going to change metres into kilometres, we divide by 1,000. And if we're changing kilometres into metres, we are multiplying by 1,000. I think for most of these questions, it'll be converting metres into kilometres and a bit of both here. Sometimes minutes into hours, okay, mostly. All right, so let's look at question 8 now. For this to make sense, what I'm going to do later, now, you need to have the question in front of you. Okay, I haven't written all the questions out. With the first question, it's all about kayaking down a river, and there's a 1.6 kilometres of calm water and 3 lots of rapids. One's 150 metres long, one's 80 metres long, one's 170 metres long. And it asks, so how far has the person kayaked altogether? So we need to add these 4 distances together. Okay, before we do that though, we need, and it says we have to answer in kilometres. Okay, so we need to convert 150 metres into kilometres, and that comes to 0.15 kilometres, and 80 divided by 1,000 equals 0.08 kilometres. And 170 metres divided by 1,000 equals 0.17 kilometres. Now to get the total distance, we add up the 1.6 plus 0.15 plus 0.08 plus 0.17, and that comes to exactly 2 kilometres. Okay, the question B says, why can't we use t equals 30 in our formula? And it's because the t, or the 30, is 30 minutes, and we need our answer in hours. So to convert this 30 into hours, we, as it says up here, we divide by 60. And so pretty much most people would understand that 30 minutes is the same as 0.5 hours or half an hour. Okay. Now to calculate the speed, now that we've done these conversions in part A and part B, it's very much like the earlier questions from yesterday. So we need to calculate the average speed. Okay, so we want the distance was 2 kilometres, the time was 0.5 hours, so that's 2 kilometres there, 0.5 hours. The formula we want is speed equals distance divided by time. Therefore, speed equals 2.0 divided by 0.5 equals 4 kilometres per hour. Now have a go at 12.1. Questions 9 to 13. You can also do question 8, which is the one I've done in the video here if you wish. Okay, bye-bye.